Hello guys, what's up? We're going to be solving a coding problem from Codewars. I want to actually start a series where I'll be solving some of these problems. I think we'll get more organized as time goes by. We're going to be going from easy to difficult as time goes by, and let's see how far we can be able to go. I think it's very important for people who are going for um, interviews and to also help sharpen up their skills, right? So let's go. We're going to go through it together, and if there are issues along the way, we can actually look for a way to resolve it by rethinking our logic and also the algorithms that we use. So um, let's jump right into it. So you have this here. We are going to be working with C language, and these the fundamentals. So you can actually choose different whether you want to rank up fundamentals, practice, but we're going to go with fundamental because they hold the easier versions. So we have this opposites attract. Timmy and Sarah think they are in love, but around where they live, they would know only once they pick a flower each. If one of those flowers has an even number of petals and the other has an odd number of petals, it means they are in love. Write a function that will take the number of petals of each flower and return true if they are true if they are in love and false if they are not. So we know that we're going to be writing a function in C language, and we know that we are going to be returning a boolean from the first part. So you have to break down the questions part by part. You know that they think they love, but they only know once they pick a flower each. Okay, so if one of the flowers has an even number of petals and the other has an odd number of petals, that means you're going to take one flower from each of them. That the flowers that they pick, you're going to take each of them from them, and then you're going to count the number of petals that each of the flowers have. All right. So how do we go about that? First of all, let's go to um, let's copy this. Let's go to the train box. All right. So okay, I think they made it quite easy for us. They've already brought this up. So all we just need to do is to calculate or get the modulus of each of them. You know how to check for odd and even numbers is through the modulus. So we're going to make use of that, and we're going to return the ones that are the corresponding values based on how it is. So you can choose whatever version that you want, but I think they've already chosen C language version 8. In other versions, you don't actually have this standard Boolean library. You have just standard IO. So you have to work on it. You have to work around it using your integers. All right, so let's begin. So we already know that flower is flower. We have one, and we have flower one, and then we have flower two. So what we're going to do is check for the modulus of the two of them. So there are a lot of ways to go about this, but the way I want to go about it is, first of all, we're going to have and modulus flower one, and then we're going to have flower one um, percent two, and then we have int modulus flower two, and then we're going to have flower. Sorry, I'm going to have flower 2 modulus 2. All right, so this is going to check for the even, if it's even or odd. So what we're going to do right now is they said that if one of them has an even number of petals and the other has an odd number, that means they're in love. That means you're going to use an and operator and not an or operator. So one has to be even and the other has to be um, odd. So how do we do that? Okay, let's go with this now. Let's say if modulus, I think we are going to use a compounding stuff here. If modulus flower is equal to 0 and modulus flower 2 is equal to is greater than 0, right? Then we will know that or modulus flower 2 is equal to 0 and modulus flower 1 greater than 0. Okay, then we know that that one is going to be true, so we're going to return true, else return false. So I think this should be it. So let's go and run the test and see if it's going to work. Oh shit. All right, so let's look at the solution here. Use of undeclared identifier. Did you mean modulus flower? Modulus flower. Did I make a mistake? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Let's test it again. Passed. All right, that's good. So before there's a warning, place parentheses around that. Okay, so if modulus within, okay. All right, so yeah, let's just do that as said. That's a good one. Thank you, Codewars. Test. Aha, so that's it.